welcome back to Simply Mumly. And of course, for the first time for 2022, I am going to be recommending some books that we will be reading over the next couple of months. And of course, one collection I am so happy that I bought because it's books that I've enjoyed growing up and of course in adulthood, and now there is actually a version for kids who are just beginning to read. So let's get on to the first book. So as you all know, I try to at least read one book a week, but my goal didn't actually work that way last year. I possibly maybe only read about 6 books for the entire year. So this year I'm trying to beat that record, and I have set myself a challenge for the next 6 months where I will try and read at least one book every month. You know how it is, you can pick up a book and then forget that you're reading that book. So I have 4 books here that I will be starting off with, as well as I have downloaded books onto my tablet for me to read when I'm out and about, like on a bus, on a train, if I'm going somewhere for the day and I've got some time to kill. At least I have the book that I want to read on the tablet. Excuse me. So the first book that it was a Christmas present. The 2 books I'm going to be showing you are Christmas presents. Others would have been from birthdays last year, but I still haven't gotten around to read. So that's my aim for this year. The first book is Sunset. It's not Sunset. It's With Love from Sydney, and there's 3 books in this one book. So I will technically be reading 3 books in one, but I will only class this as one book. But it's from the With Love From collection, and this is With Love From Sydney. So it's 3 stories based in Sydney, and I am actually looking forward to just cracking it open and getting into it. The next book, of course, because it was bought for me at Christmas, it is a Christmas themed one. It's called Christmas in the Snow, and it's by Karen Swan. So I've read a Karen Swan before. I can't remember the name of it, but I will look it up and I will actually pop the name up here in the corner. Yes, we are doing this from the comfort of my living room today. So yay. But this one, of course, it's Allegra's pitching for the biggest deal of her career and can't afford to fail. And when she meets an attractive stranger, Sam Kemp, on the plane to the meeting, she can't afford to lose her focus either. So of course it's another romantic novel. You know me, I am an old time romance person. I will always have romance novels. So yes, these are both romance novels to be reading. Our last 2 books for my recommendation as an adult is The Birthday Girls. Now this was bought for my birthday last year. I've heard about this. It's by Pauline Lawless. She was author of the year. Okay, that's awesome. I'm actually looking forward to cracking this open. I'm recommending these books because they were recommended to me. They were also bought as birthday presents, Christmas presents, but I was asked what books I wanted, so I knew which ones I wanted because they had been recommended to me from a friend over in Holyhead. Hi, Cassie. So yeah, I can't wait to actually get these read. Now, I started to read this last year and then I stopped, which means I'm going to have to start again. This is The Dressmaker's Daughter, and it's about Lizzie Bishop. So it's just she was a humble beginner as a dressmaker. So she's going to teach her to hope for nothing more than a simple offer of marriage. Love, passion and romance are reserved for daydreamers. But you know, it's not really. But that's obviously what this book is about. So I can't wait to restart this. I will be starting my challenge on Monday. So therefore I will pop it up on my Instagram for anyone who wants to join in on the challenge, the reading challenge with me for adults. I don't really do a reading challenge for kids because I want them to read at their own pace. I would rather that, like, Shauna would enjoy reading for herself, which is why I don't say, well, okay, you have to have this and this read within a month. I set a challenge for myself because obviously I am a bookworm and I've not had an awful lot of opportunity to be a bookworm lately. And that's because myself and Shauna have gotten very, very addicted to Stardew Valley, and we downloaded it onto our tablets, and after homeschool and everything is out for the day, we literally are on playing Stardew Valley. Now, Stardew Valley is a very beautiful game. It teaches you an awful lot as well about if you're going to be a farmer, like cultivating your land, making sure your harvests are in for that season. It tells you about raising chickens and cows. Like, you have to make sure they're fed every day. And if they're like, obviously if they're laying eggs, you have to collect the eggs every day unless you want them to hatch them. So it is a very inspirational game. Freaking love it. We're so addicted at the moment, which is why I do have grab and go stations for snacks and healthy snacks. And then Shauna is a very porridge person as well, so there's always like a porridge station set up. There's a grab and go station, and we have a grab and go station in the fridge as well, which is filled with lots of healthy snacks. So we do have food on demand. It's just when it comes to hot stuff, I need to get a little bit more on the game. But that has changed in the past couple of weeks, and there will be a video for that as well on how we are making sure that we don't get too addicted to technology. So let's move on to the kid part of my book recommendations. So a recommendation was made of late of some books that are actually perfect for children who are learning to read or are becoming very interested in reading just for fun. And there's one part of the day I like, and that is it's called Quiet Time for Reading. And these books were recommended because they're very colourful. This writer is very good. Now, I've read these books as well because I actually think they're very, very sweet books. A lot of them teach you about everyday manners and stuff like that. So I actually really like it. I'm going to come up with the first one. And this one, me and Shauna are actually at the moment enjoying reading together. And this is, I don't know if it's going to show up properly, but it's Monkey Puzzle. And it's by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. I hope I pronounced that right. I'll pop the names up here just in case I'm not actually saying them right. But yes, that's it. But I think these books are very, very sweet. And it's very easy for kids. Like, especially if they're just beginning to read. These books are very colourful. They don't put a lot of sentences. Now, some of the pages would have a lot on it, but they don't have a lot of words on the page, and that way the child can just read the book and enjoy the moment. And if they remember it, they're going to tell you all about it because they've been interested in it. So Julie Donaldson, her books were actually recommended to me by, and of course, my friend in Holyhead. She's another fellow bookworm, and she also has a kid the same age as Shauna. And they are the best of friends. When they get together, they're the best of friends. They're like brother and sister. That's how close they are. But he's reading these, and of course her niece is reading them as well, and she apparently loves them. So I was delighted when she had a package sent to me by a lady filled with Julia Donaldson books. I have got more of these books, but these are the ones that we are doing now with so this one is called Zog. Zog and the Flying Doctor. And it's by the creators of The Gruffalo. So if you've read The Gruffalo, you know who Julia Donaldson is. But this is also by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. And these are the two Julia Donaldsons that Shauna is actually going to be reading over the next couple of months, or whatever length of time it takes her to read them. My aim, of course, is to have her reading some classics. So this next batch I'm going to show you is one I bought from a representative of Ushburn Books. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I will pop it up here. But I bought this pack from her. She had bought them for her kids, and I think they finished them or something. Yeah, but it was on her recommendation that I actually ordered these. And because you all know I am an 18th century English literature fanatic, so when this pack came available and it was for kids, obviously I bought it for myself because it did have them in it, but it turned into a very good tool for homeschool. And this is all of the classics. It has everything from The Secret Garden. So it's got a lot of books in it, and it has different age ranges for them. And obviously these are Shauna's age range. But kids don't read at the way that school would want them to read straight away or anything like that. That's why slow and steady always wins the race, because of the fact that they're learning to enjoy reading. You're not forcing them to sit down and read a book that they're not going to enjoy. So if there's books out there they think they're going to enjoy, buy those books for them. That's how they're going to learn to read. Of course, with patience and understanding, that's also how they're going to learn how to read. But I was delighted with this set because my aim is, of course, for Sean to love the classics just like I love them. And I think if all kids were to learn some classics, they'd love them. Like anyone who likes Beatrix Potter, you've got the Peter Rabbit stories. Mine, of course, is Jemima Puddle Duck. I love her so much. I actually am doing a craft right now with Beatrix Potter characters because I'm exploring my side of creativity. But I will also be doing a lot of Jane Austen stuff for people who are following. But in this, we've got The Secret Garden, Alice in Wonderland, The Railway Children, Alice Through the Looking Glass, The Wind in the Willows, Robin Hood, Treasure Island, Robinson Crusoe, Gulliver's Travels, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Macbeth, Romeo, and then we go on to Little Women, I don't know what Don Excelsior was. I'll pop the name up there because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. War and Peace, White Fang, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The 39 Steps, Pride and Prejudice, Anne of Green Gables, Little Dorrit, Oliver Twist, Wuthering Heights, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, A Tale of Two Cities, Les Miserables, Dracula, and Frankenstein. Now, Pride and Prejudice, I did read out Pride and Prejudice, that's great. Pride and Prejudice is in this as well. And I will try and link this collection in the description box if I can. If not, I will actually speak to the lady I bought these off. But this was a very, very nice collection. I actually can't remember how much I paid for it because I bought these a while ago. I'm only using them now as I was cleaning out the cupboard for the homeschool press, and you will see that video. If it's not been up already, you will see it after this one. The homeschool zones that I have set up in my house. You will see that I was cleaning out a cupboard and I found a bunch of books that I had bought and I forgot I had bought them. There is other Ushbourne books I bought as well. They're all of the do you know the ones where you get the little duck and you have to find the little duck on each page? So yeah, I've bought a bunch of them as well, and they're on the homeschool reading list. These are for fun, as she is starting to read just for fun now in the evenings, and she's doing awesome. But yeah, these are my book recommendations for 2022 so far. As you know, I do 2 book reviews a year, but this year I'm only doing book recommendations, and these would be books that I would recommend personally to you that I think are worth it. But yeah, guys, that is actually the end of my book recommendation for this this half of the year. So anyone who wants to join in on the reading challenge, I will pop it up on my Instagram on the start date, and I will also pop up my Tumblr for you guys to join in on the discussion for reading challenges and stuff like that. And any book recommendations that you would like to make for the second half of the year, pop me a message on my Simply Mumly Instagram account, and I will take all recommendations into account. But I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing Sunday, and I'll see you guys all in another video. Bye!